Hi guys, what's up? As you know, we have started a series of lectures on the neuroanatomy. So, in the previous lecture, I just introduced nervous system. What is nervous system and what does nervous system do in our body? Now, in today's lecture, we are discussing the development of nervous system, that how in an embryo at the first stage of life, how in an embryo the nervous system develops, right? So the topic that we are discussing today is known as the neuroembryology. Neuroembryology. And the neuroanatomy, right? In the neuroanatomy, in today's lecture, we are discussing about the neuroembryology. Right? This is known as the neuroembryology. Now friends, in the neuroembryology, we are discussing the development of the nervous system. So neuroembryology deals with the development of nervous system, right? That how in a fetus or in an embryo, how the nervous system develops, how the nervous system is formed. This is discussed under the title that is neuroembryology. Clear, friends? Now let me start from the beginning. Let me start from the very basic, that how we are formed and from what we are formed, and then how during fetal or embryologic life, how the nervous system develops. Clear, friends? Okay, let's focus. So friends, for example, this is a very simple diagram of female reproductive system. As we know, is a very simple diagram of female reproductive system. As we know, here we have our ovary, right? This is ovary, and we know the ovary is responsible for the release of ova. Ovary is responsible for the release of ova. Clear? Okay. Let's see. If this ova is released, what happens to this ova? Clear? So friends, if this ova is released, I will discuss a very little bit about, and if this ova meets some male gametes, if this ova comes in contact with the male gamete, that is called the sperm, right? So let's discuss about this ova something, that in females, friends, let me discuss first in males. In males, friends, the process of meiosis, in males, the process of meiosis occurs at one stage of life. At males, the process of meiosis occurs at one stage of life, and after the meiosis completed, males are capable of producing gametes, and these gametes are called the sperm. Clear, friends? Okay. Now what I mean to say, that in males, meiosis occurs in one stage of life, and during meiosis the male gametes are produced, which are known as sperm. So the case is different for the females. What is the difference? That in females, meiosis occurs at two stages. The first stage is during fetal life. In females, whenever the female baby is in the fetal life, So meiosis first completes there. During fetal life, friends, meiosis first is completed. Clear? Okay, it's very simple. That in females, during fetal life, meiosis first is completed. And in males, friends, both meiosis first and meiosis second occurs at puberty. Occurs at puberty. So in males, both meiosis first and meiosis second occurs at puberty. And in case of females, meiosis first completes during fetal life and meiosis second occurs when? Let's focus. Friends, whenever there is the release of ova, let me bring this ova here. For example, if this is our ova, right? And if there is the fusion of sperm with this ova. So friends, when this ova and sperm comes in contact with each other, immediately this ova starts the process of meiosis and it produces, immediately when the sperm touches the ova, this ova undergoes meiosis second, right? Let me write it here. At this stage, meiosis second completes. Clear, friends? This is the case for females, that when female is in fetal life, meiosis first completes, and when female ova comes in contact with the male sperm, so the ova immediately undergoes the process of meiosis second, and it produces one ova plus one polar body. Is that right, friends? Okay. This polar body diminishes and this ova remains for the further steps. Now, what I told you, that in females or in case of males, the meiosis occurs at the age of puberty, both the meiosis first and meiosis second. But in case of females, the meiosis first completes in fetal life and meiosis second completes after the fusion of male and female gametes, after the fusion of sperm with ova, right? So at this stage, meiosis second completes and one ova and polar body is produced. Clear, friends? So this ova remains for the next steps that I am going to discuss right now. Okay? Okay. So let's discuss our neuroembryology, that how the nervous system develops. So before discussing the nervous system, let me tell you what happens to this ova whenever it strikes or whenever it comes in contact with a sperm. Clear, friends? Let's focus. First, friends, we have an ova. First of all, we have this ova which is released by the ovary into the fallopian tubes, right? So friends, around this ova there is a protective sheet, there is a protective cover, and this sheet is called the zona pellucida. This sheet is called the zona pellucida. It has some importance, that's why I am discussing it. Friends, this is an ova. We know it has 23 chromosomes, right? So this is our ova, which is surrounded, which has a protective cover that is called zona pellucida, and it has 23 chromosomes. Now this ova comes in contact with the danger person. This is our danger person. Clear, friends? Okay. This is the man who is going to fertilize this ova. This is the cell which is going to fertilize this ova. So let's focus, friends. This cell contains also 23 chromosomes. It is a male gamete. This is called sperm. This is called as sperm. So when this sperm comes in contact with the ova, what happens that this sperm, or let me show you in this diagram. For example, this is ova and it came in contact with the sperm. So what happens that the sperm will release its nuclear contents into this ova, right? For example, this was the nucleus of the ova and this was the nucleus of the sperm. So the sperm, what has the sperm did? The sperm has released its nuclear contents into the ova. Clear, friends? This process is called, friends, fertilization. Clear? So what will happen? This is the fusion. This process is the fusion of gametes. Clear, friends? What happened here? Here the fusion happened. Now let's see, after the fusion, what will happen? After the fusion, the sperm has transferred its DNA or its nuclear contents inside the ova, right? These are the 23 chromosomes of the ova and 23 chromosomes of the sperm has also came. So what will happen? All these DNA molecules and these chromosomes will mix with each other, right? And they will form one cell. Clear, friends? So now this cell, after fusion, this cell is now known as zygote. Clear, friends? This ova contains 23 chromosomes. It is a haploid. This sperm also contains 23 chromosomes. It is also haploid. But this zygote contains 23 of the sperm and 23 of the ova. It is a diploid cell now. Right, friends? Okay. Let's focus further. What will happen further? That after zygote formation, zygote will not stop here. So under the action of different hormones, this zygote will start multiplying. This zygote will start multiplying. So it will be divided into two cells. Clear, friends? Okay. This is zona pellucida surrounding the ova. Clear, friends? Now what will happen? That this zygote will, okay, let me use the same color. This zygote will divide into two cells. Clear, friends? This is called two-cell stage. Two-cell stage. Clear, friends? What has happened? That after the fusion of male and female gametes, zygote is formed and this zygote will start division. Clear? So when this zygote divides, the first stage is two-cell stage. After two-cell stage, what will happen? After two-cell stage, there will be, as all of you know, there will be the four-cell stage. There will be the four-cell stage. Now, this zona pellucida contains 4 cells inside it. Clear, friends? This is called four-cell stage. Clear, friends? Okay. Now, these 4 cells will further multiply and will make 8 cells. Right? Cells are multiplying. So now it is known as 8-cell stage. Clear, friends? Now this is known as 8-cell stage.